Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. How are you all doing today? If you're seeing me for the first time, my name is Chisom. I'm a wife, a mom, and a nursing student in the UK, and I'm from Nigeria, so welcome to my channel. On this channel, I talk about studying nursing in the UK, especially studying accelerated nursing, that is Masters in Nursing in the UK, because that is what I'm currently studying. And I talk about generally living in the UK. I do vlogs here and there. So just welcome to my channel. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please do well to subscribe to my channel. I promise you, you won't regret it, okay? To my old subscribers, thank you all so much for always coming back to watch my videos. Today, I'm going to talk about how to build your credit score in the UK, all right? So I will tell you why it is important for you to have a very good credit score and why you should start immediately, okay? So if this sounds like what you've been looking for, or if you're interested to know more, then keep watching this video. This video is for you. So guys, today we'll be looking at building credit scores and why it is important that you have a very good credit score here in the UK. I am talking about the UK because I live here. I'm not very sure about what happens in the US or Canada, so I don't want to say what I don't know. But I already know that it is still good to have a very good credit abroad wherever you live, okay? So in the UK, especially if you are planning or if you have it in mind that one day you're gonna buy a home, a house of your own in the UK, it is very good that it is very important that you start building your credit score on time. Okay. This was one information my husband and I we were not aware before we came to the realization, or before someone told us about building credit score. We are already like 1 year here in the UK, but we still started immediately. We got the information. We still started immediately, and today we have very good, like we have good credit score. Okay. So, just like I said before, having a good credit score will make it easy for you to get a mortgage, because you all know that like you can buy a home in the UK and you through mortgage, okay? So mortgage is like you pay a certain percentage to buy a house, okay? And then maybe the bank or a financial institution will help you with the rest, okay? So that is why it is important to have a very good credit score, okay? So you don't need to wait till you have lived like 2 years in the UK. Immediately you arrive, please start making plans to build your credit score. And then the first thing you should do when you arrive, I already have a separate video on the things you should do immediately you arrive in the UK. So that's, I'll link it here and here so that you can click on it and watch it. So immediately you arrive, register with a GP, get your national insurance number, look for a job, start working, and then please register on to be on the electoral roll. This is one thing that will help you boost your credit score. Okay, so get yourself into the electoral roll first of all, and then look for a credit card company that you will apply to. I use Vanquish. This is not a paid promotion. It's not a promotion. I'm not advertising for anybody. I'm just telling you so that you can maybe search for Vanquish Bank and then you can apply, because they were just so good. I started with like, when I barely, it's not like I applied for the credit card when I just few months after I started working, and they approved my credit card. So it's called Vanquish Bank. There are other credit card companies that you can try. So the first thing I would like you to go to do is to download a credit monitoring app. Okay. So I use Credit Karma to check my credits. So this is not a paid advice. I was not paid to promote anybody. I'm just giving you the informations, okay? So you can go to App Store or your Play Store and then you download Credit Karma. So when you download Credit Karma, it will ask you to register and all that. Credit Karma will help you tell you the credit card company that can give you credit card based on the information you've provided when you were registering with Credit Karma. Okay, so that was how I got to see Vanquish Bank, and I applied through Credit Karma, and my application was successful, and within 1 week I got my credit card. Okay, so I got my credit card before I got onto the electoral roll. Although I have applied, but I didn't know what happened. It took so long for them to put me on the electoral roll. So Credit Karma kept telling me, Credit Karma is really good app. So it will tell you things to do. If there is anything that needs to be done, that needed to be done for you to have good credit, Credit Karma will be telling you weekly. They'll be sending you email, do this, do that. So they were just telling me what things to do. They said you need to be on the electoral roll. So now I am now on the electoral roll. So my credit is very good now. I am really happy where my credit score is. Okay. But if you are a newcomer, you can just do what I said. Go on Google, download Credit Karma, sign up. Based on the information you provided, they will tell you, or they will give you the names of credit card companies that may accept your application. Okay, so for you to start building your credit score, first of all, I will advise you to make sure that all your bills are on direct debit. Okay, so for example, you have electricity bills to pay, you have gas bills to pay, you have water bills to pay, you have council tax to pay. So put all these bills, monthly bills, on direct debit, because if you do that, Credit Karma gets information from your financial institutions, that's your bank. Okay, so they know the amount of direct debits you have on your bank. All right, so if you are reliable, if you don't miss dates, Credit Karma will get all this information, and it will help boost your credit score. All right, so you get all your bills on direct debit, and direct debit is also good because it will help you not to be missing payments, because sometimes you may forget that you have to pay so and so amount. But if it's on direct debit, you may even wake up and you've seen that they've taken their money, and which is very good. It will mean that you don't have to owe anybody, and therefore you will not spoil your credit. Okay. Then another thing you can do to as a newcomer is to go on contract. You don't need to go on phone and SIM contracts with any telecommunication company. You can just do SIM only contracts. Okay, so if you do SIM only contracts, still put it on direct debit. For example, some contracts, some telecommunication company, they will say, okay, every month you'll be paying £10 for unlimited data, unlimited calls in the UK, or within the UK or outside UK, and you just be paying £15 for a month. That's an example. So if you go on this SIM contract with this telecommunication company, every month they will tell you, okay, every 30th of each 30th of every month, or every 30th of every month, sorry, they will debit £15 from you. Okay, so if this is on direct debit, it will help you build your credit. All right, so finally, when you get your credit card, you should not go over 70% of your day of your credit limit. Everybody has credit limit. The higher the credit limit, the better your credit score will be. Okay, so but initially when you start as a newcomer, you may have low credit limit like £200 or £250, which is fine. Okay, because you just have to start from somewhere. It is absolutely fine, as long as every month you do not go over your credit limit, and you do not go over 70% of your credit limit. I try to put myself on 50%. All right, I just tell myself or my husband that we just try to make sure that we don't go over 50% of our credit limit. Okay, so that way you will be in a good place when it comes to your credit score. All right, so how you use your credit card is this. An instance, if you want to buy something of £50, all right, and you have £50 maybe in your Barclays bank account, normally you're supposed to go with your debit card. This is like your bank card. But instead of paying with your bank card, you pay with your credit card, all right, and keep that money you would have used to make purchases, so that when it's time to pay your credit, when it's time to pay back your credit card company, you can pay your credit card company directly from your account. Instead of using your debit card, you use your credit card. And then if you are reliable, if you always make your payments when you're supposed to do it, the credit card company will see that you are responsible financially and that you are reliable, and then they will increase your credit limit. And if they keep increasing your credit limit, your credit score will be going up very well, okay? So all those bills you put on direct debit, make sure you don't miss any of them. If you miss it, it's going to affect your credit score, all right? A credit score from 600 is classified as like fair good, but 700 and above is where you want your credit score to be, all right? And Credit Karma will help you keep track of your credit score. So every week, Credit Karma will tell you if your score went up. If it went up, they will tell you what you did well. If it went down, they will tell you what you did wrong that made your credit score drop, all right? So that is the way you build your credit score in this country. You don't need to have millions before you start. Immediately you get a job that they pay you weekly or even monthly through your bank account, you can start building your credit score, sorry. If you are married, if you are a couple, you can start building it separately, because when it's time to buy a house, both of you can join your finances together, and then you can buy a house. And if you have good credits, it makes it very easy for any company to work with you, because they will know that you are financially responsible, and that they will know that you are reliable financially. Because when it's time to apply for mortgage, they are going to look at your credit score, all right? It's not only that, there are some things you want to buy in this country, they will do a credit check on you. Even renting a house, when we were about to rent this house where we live in now, the estate agent, they conducted a background check on us, because they will ask you to provide your bank statements. They asked my husband to provide his own, they asked me to provide my own bank statement before, and then they will run a credit check on you. So it's a hard check. There is a soft check and there is a hard check. If you fail your credit check, you may not be able to rent a house in this country, okay? So you see, we are not even talking about buying now, we are talking about renting. So if you fail your credit checks, you may not be able to purchase some certain things, all right? So for example, some people go on to do phone contracts. If you fail your credit check, for example, if you want to use Apple and you go to Apple store and say, okay, I want to go on contract, Apple will conduct a credit check on you, all right? And if they do that and you fail, it's going to affect your credit score negatively. And it's going to affect you negatively, because you will not be able to buy that phone or that's a property on credit. It means that it shows them that you're not capable of buying anything on credit. So it is very good that as you're building your credit score, make sure that you are building it the right way, okay? Make sure you don't miss payments. Make sure you are not always moving from one house to another, changing your address, okay? And make sure that you're on the electoral roll. If you apply to be on the electoral roll and it's taking time, call them and tell them that this is taking time, so that you'll be able to be on the electoral roll, okay? So guys, immediately you come in, or if you're a newcomer in the UK, I will advise you that once you settle, once you've gotten a house, once you've gotten your accommodation, your family is settled, or even if you're single, once you've settled and once you've gotten something you're doing, once you've gotten a job, start building your credit score. Just little. It's not something you should be like, it's not a big deal. You need to just start little by little. If the credit card company gives you £250, don't go above 70%. Always target to stay below 70%, okay? So just little by little and you get it. Because what happens is when you come to this country, some people will think, when they're talking about credit score, they'll be like, when am I going to buy a house in this country? But it will happen. A time will come that you'll be so comfortable in this country that you start thinking of buying a house, okay? And if you don't start early, your credit will not be good when you need it, okay? So this is all I have for you guys today. If you have any question for me, please put them on the comment section. And if you are in the UK already and there are some things I left out, please, you can just put it on the comments or on the comment section so that we can learn together, because nobody knows it all right? So guys, thank you all so much for watching. If you've not subscribed to my channel, please subscribe to my channel, okay? Give me a thumbs up, share my video, especially if you know anyone that this video will be beneficial to, okay? Thank you so much for watching this video, and I'll see you in my next video. Bye.